It's the 7th of December at 12:45 a.m. And it's a pretty chill day yesterday. Had some calls to make at work, did some drawings and answered some texts and did some housework. Yep. And it's quite a chill Monday. Sometimes I start to wonder if people still get Monday blues when we are working from home. And I don't know. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I used to get Monday blues, but now I don't because I see like I'm done for the week on Saturday and complete all my tasks, and I rest on Sunday, recharge myself and prepare myself for a new week. So usually I'm quite well rested on Sunday and I'm pretty prepared for Monday. So this was when I learned to change my mindset after I turned 30. I don't know, but my work days and hours are usually quite unfixed, so it's a little hard to find some balance and stability in work, or in my routine. So I try to find what is the constant in all the unpredictable stuff in life. So I guess church has always been a constant, so it's good. These are the things that sort of demarcate time, just like sunrise and sunset. It's been a long time since I had fellowship at home, and it's very nice to have my friends or just guests coming over to my house because of the pandemic, because of various reasons, I guess. And silly me only started mopping the floor on Saturday, a few hours before they reach my house. And it's so tiring. I haven't been so tired for such a long time. I don't really think mopping the floor is something very difficult, very tiring, but it was tiring because I haven't been mopping the floor for the longest time. So yeah, there's a lot of dust accumulated, and this is why you should mop your floor often. But then I managed to find something. I found a way to make cleaning the floor easier, because you know that the mop is something quite big, so it's a bit hard to reach those small corners, and some advertisements would claim like, oh, our mop or broom is very slim and can reach the small corners and stuff, and it's wonderful. But those are usually like not user friendly, not environmentally friendly, so those are wipes you just use and throw. And I would say all these would cost more over time, although it's a very nice thing to have. And ever since that first company came up with that, is it do they call it? The magic mop. Yeah, so it's like, it's a nice thing to have. And then there were like wet and dry mops, and I managed to find one that has a cloth attached to the broom and the holder, so I can wash the mop with water and use it again. I can use it for both wet and dry. It's pretty good. And I used to use it quite often. So it's all good, and it's quite light when it's not wet. But then I use that mop for my own room only because I don't want germs or stuff like transfer. So I use the general mop for other spaces, my house, and yeah, so those buckets with those spinning wheel thing is actually quite heavy. I think it's both a good and bad thing. Good because it's very sturdy, bad because it's hard to carry around, so I have to go back and forth from the mop to the bucket, and the water just becomes so dirty because I haven't mopped it for a long time. And while I don't mop my floor, I found that it's actually quite okay not to mop your floor because you're too busy, as long as you wear slippers. So it's actually not one of the top priorities. So anyway, I was just giving myself a bit too much pressure. I wanted the house to be in good condition. I wasn't trying to impress anyone actually. I just want the house to be in good condition. And I also had to prepare some snacks, which was one of them I could do it overnight. One of them I could do it a few hours before they come over, so it's all good. It's relatively easy to make, easy to prepare, easy to clean up, so all's good. And yeah, I guess all's good with that. And I'll say that the mopping part is the hardest part because I haven't mopped the floor for quite a while. So one experience I've gained is to mop the general area first with the big mop, and then for those little gaps in between furniture, those hard to reach corners, I use a cloth to wipe that place up with my hand. Like I'll just squat down on the floor and clean up the dust at that little corner. And I found this microfiber cloth. It's supposed to be attached to those magic mop holder thing, or you can actually use it on its own. So it's actually the best microfiber I've actually found so far. It's 2 square pieces for $2. It's wonderful. So I don't attach it to a mop, but I just use it like a cloth, like a rag. So actually, my mom told me that was the most effective way to have your floor very clean, is to really just take a rag and wipe the floor manually. Like, in Japan, those children in school, they are to just wipe the floor with a piece of cloth. and they'll just bend down and run across the room, pushing the mop on the floor like that. So it's actually going down on their force to clean the place. And well, I'll say it's a little dangerous if it's slippery, you may slip. So I'll squat down and do things very slowly because I don't want to fall. It's gonna be painful. So yeah, that is how I kept the floor clean. And one thing I've realized is I think I'll just wipe a small corner of somewhere every day, like every day, just so that all those dust don't accumulate and I wouldn't suffer from the consequences of cleaning a dirty place in the future. So this was what I did for my bathroom. The bathroom is not a very big place. I would clean each section a day, or maybe like once every other day. You know, the thing about housework is that it's not that hard or that energy consuming, but if you were to do a lot of housework at a go, it gets tiring. So I would split housework into really small bite-sized pieces that it could be completed in like 5 minutes. So I'll separate the toilet into further smaller sections, like the toilet bowl, the sink, the floor, and other parts. So on one day, I'll clean the toilet bowl and the toilet bowl only. And the next day, or 2 days later, I'll clean the sink and just the sink only. And the next day, I'll clean the floor. And if the floor area is a little too big, I'll just like separate into another like 2 sections or 3 sections. So I'll just scrub that corner of the bathroom. I wouldn't like scrub the whole bathroom. So this is how I keep my bathroom really, really clean in general. So my bathroom is also where the guests use, so it has to be clean all the time. So this is how I manage to keep the bathroom clean and not tire myself too much. And so in general, my bathroom is always clean and presentable. And then I guess I should extend this principle to other parts of the house. As I was cleaning my house on Saturday, I sort of like got to know my house a little better. It's funny to say this, but yeah, just know the little corners and well, know which parts are easy to clean, which parts are harder to clean. And I should, you know, just clean one small corner each day. And so I did. It's Monday night and I saw this little corner on Sunday and it was full of dust, so I just took that cloth, that very good piece of cloth, and wiped that little corner and washed it, and it's good. So if I do that every day, I think my house will be clean in no time. So yeah, it's good. And also I think I need to sort of rearrange the furniture in my room again. My friends came over to see my room and it's a little messy, I know, because I not only use the computer for work, I use papers and stationery for work as well. So I tidied sort of, I kept all the markers and stuff before they came over, so it's not that messy, but it's not that neat also. And I just told myself, don't give yourself so much pressure. You don't have to make everything go so spick and span, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't try to aim to score like 90 points for every subject, and maybe you just fail one subject in the end because you just couldn't handle so much. Instead try to aim for 60 or 70 for each subject and pass every subject and not fail at any one of them. So I learned to cut myself some slack. So, well, my room is impressive in its own ways. I've upgraded some things here and there over the years, so it only gets better. And yeah, so I think I need to continue decluttering and stop accumulating stuff. And actually, I have cut down on buying stuff already. So I don't really have a lot of things in my room as compared in the past, I guess. But anyway, because of the Double 11 sale, and I really needed something, so I bought a desk lamp. The one I used to have is damaged. It can't work anymore. So I got by a few years without a desk lamp. But then I realized I really needed one, so I bought one. I saw a display at a shop a few months ago, and I really wanted to buy it, but I thought I wouldn't buy it on impulse, so I thought I'll just wait and see if I really want it. So this is how I find out if I really want something. So if I go home or leave that place and wouldn't stop thinking about that thing, then I know I really want it, so I'll get it the next time I am at the place. But somehow the pandemic made it such that you hardly go to places anymore, and the next time you go over to that place, you don't know when it is. So in the end, I bought the desk lamp online, and it cost how much? 3/5 of what I saw in the shop. So it's actually very good. Yep. So this is one good thing that happened recently. But back to the topic of not being an overachiever. There are many things in life, I guess we can just close one eye about it. My room doesn't have to be perfect, and just like Jolene Tsai, she even wrote this song. No, I don't think she wrote that song, but it's called 睁一只眼闭一只眼. So there are a lot of things where you can just close one eye. Of course, that song is about relationships, but I guess this applies in many parts of life as well. And sometimes I just tell my friends, 我不只是睁一只眼闭一只眼，我是两只眼睛都闭上。And yeah, sometimes you can choose to not look at flaws and blunders or people, but to focus on the good. So yeah, I think this is it for today. I don't know how many days I can continue this, but we'll see.